Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Police say this man has been going state to state collecting money for a car that's not his to sell.
Also, a local man's business is based on a rather simple idea. The best way to stop a porch pirate? Take the porch out of the equation.
A new video just into Local 4 shows the fight that ended with a clerk shooting a customer inside a Macomb County gas station. That footage giving us a stunning view at what happened inside a gas station Saturday night.
And new tonight, the man you see in this video rushing at the clerks and attacking them with a glass bottle is facing assault charges. Hospitalized right now in stable condition. Larry Spruill live with the video that shows how all of this escalated inside a mobile station. Larry?
Well, Devin and Kimberly, what happened inside this gas station just 2 days ago really does not make sense for a lot of people. Here's what we know. A man walked inside that gas station, walked past the two employees, attacked them with a bottle without saying a word. It was all caught on video. Video you will only see here on Local 4. Take a look.
Well, it's a really scary scene.
What you're about to see in this video is really unbelievable. Take a look. You see this man come inside this mobile gas station on Hall Road in Macomb County. He walks by the two employees behind the counter without saying a word. And then all of a sudden he starts attacking them with what police say is a liquor bottle.
He was bound and determined to assault these two brothers very severely, and obviously did. And you see in the video that one of them is cut severely on his head and is bleeding very badly.
Local 4 obtained this video from Macomb County Prosecutor Eric Smith. It's video you will only see here on Local 4.
A really scary situation for these guys. Thank God that they're all right with, a few stitches here and there.
All three fell to the ground. That's when one of the employees pulled out his gun and fired multiple shots at their attacker.
We might be dealing with much more severe charges than just assault with great bodily harm, less than murder.
But even after getting shot, he did not stop. You can see him still moving on the ground. Prosecutor Smith says none of this makes sense.
I've never seen anything where there is no provocation of any kind whatsoever end up in such a dangerous, serious altercation.
Now, the suspect is recovering in a hospital. Meanwhile, the two employees here at this gas station, they are doing okay as well. The suspect will be facing charges. We're live in Macomb County tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry. Kim.
Well, tonight, police in Ypsilanti are helping the victim of a multi-state crime spree targeting classic car buyers. Dennis Ray Tuttle is accused of collecting the cash but never delivering the vehicle. The car in question is a 2005 remake of a classic Ford that won at Le Mans. Priya Mann spoke with one man who says Tuttle took him for $250,000.
Rick Fisher owns his Honda dealership in Ypsilanti. He was swindled out of $250,000, admits he didn't do his due diligence. But the guy who sold him this vintage car, turns out he's wanted across the country for the exact same thing.
He's a scumbag. They're one of the worst people I've ever run into.
Rick Fisher watched as Dennis Ray Tuttle faced a judge in Washtenaw County. More than 3 years ago, Fisher paid Tuttle for a vintage similar to this 2005 remake of the classic Ford Racer from the 60s. He never saw the vehicle or heard from Tuttle.
Sheer stupidity. I'm old enough to know that when you do a deal, you have a signed agreement and you have a title, and you put your hands on the property before you buy it.
Tuttle, it turns out, is accused of running the same scam across the country.
He has a warrant out of Nevada for the same thing. He has pending cases out of Indiana, and I've discovered another victim that lives in Florida that he has owes about $500,000 plus.
This Ypsilanti detective started investigating Fisher's case and found Tuttle behind bars in Indiana. He was extradited to Michigan.
He's been working pretty much out of the Vincennes, Indiana area. The problem is nobody's gone after him until Officer Kopic did. The Ypsilanti Police Department did an outstanding job. I doubt that I could have gotten anybody else to do as good a job as she did.
Fisher, like many victims across the country, wanted to flip the vintage car and turn a profit. Instead, they all lost hundreds of thousands.
The man is a practiced liar. He has warrants that are coming out of the woodwork. As I said, they're dropping like pancakes at IHOP.
Now, Fisher met Tuttle through a friend of an associate. In hindsight, he says this deal was probably just too good to be true. Tuttle will be back in court at the end of the month. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Well, I appreciate Fisher's honesty through this, even though he was scammed. Since this man, Tuttle, is wanted in several states, Priya, is he considered a flight risk?
Yeah, well, the judge wasn't buying any of his court-appointed lawyer's arguments for bail conditions. She said his bond at $200,000 cash surety, no 10%. He'll remain behind bars until he's back in court at the end of the month. Yeah, send it back to you.
Okay. Thanks, Priya.
Family and friends of Oakland County Sheriff's Deputy Eric Overall confront his killer before sentencing. It was Thanksgiving morning 2017. Christopher Barak was behind the wheel, running from police when he deliberately ran into Deputy Eric Overall, killing him. Today, Overall's son says he relives the loss of his father every day.
That Thanksgiving morning will be a day we'll never forget. Every morning, every single day, we relive it.
Last month, the jury found Barak guilty of murder. He is going to spend the rest of his life in prison. He did make an attempt to apologize to the family in his statement to the court.
In a historic move today, House Democrats announced 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump following more than 2 months of investigation. The 2 articles or charges against President Trump are 1, he abused his power, and 2, obstructed Congress. The inquiry centers around the allegation that President Trump pressured Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden by withholding aid. And Democrats say he obstructed Congress by withholding documents and witnesses from testifying. Congressman Adam Schiff says the impeachment inquiry is about setting a precedent.
If allowed to stand, it would decimate Congress's ability to conduct oversight of this president or any other in the future.
House Republicans say this is all politically motivated, and President Trump denies any wrongdoing. A House vote on the articles of impeachment is expected to come before Christmas. A Senate trial is expected to start sometime in January.
Back here, Clinton Township police are looking to identify an armed robber. Here's a look. We're told he robbed a store on 15 Mile in Clinton Township last month, showing a handgun. So if you recognize him from this picture or saw anything that might help, you should call Clinton Township Police.
Porch Pirates are out in force this time of year, snatching packages while people aren't home. For a lot of us, the only strategy is to hope that it doesn't happen. But an Inkster man came up with an idea he thinks might help. Victor Williams shows us how this new company solves the porch pirate problem by eliminating the porch.
Porch Pirates are becoming a major headache for the millions of homeowners waiting for packages. But one Inkster entrepreneur is working on a new service that takes all the worrying out of buying things online. Longtime Inkster resident Larry Jones knows what it's like to have an order taken right from under your nose, or better yet, your doorstep.
For me to spend my money on something that I desire to have, and for someone to just walk up 5 minutes later and just take it is wrong.
So Mr. Jones decided to create a service called WorryNoMo.com, designed to give you peace of mind.
And I just thought to myself, like, it'd be a cool idea if a company would hold the package until a person get off of work or wherever it is that they're at, and then re-deliver it to them.
However, having the item shipped to Jones isn't your only option. His company is willing to do anything to make sure you don't fall victim to yet another pirate scouring the porch.
We recommend the customer to send us the package, but if not, we pick up from UPS, FedEx, we pick up from wherever. We're trying to get the word out. This company, I believe that it can put a stop to it.
And you can take a closer look at Worry No Mo's rates by visiting our website, clickondetroit.com. And Inkster Victor Williams, Local 4.
Victor, been such a frustrating problem. Time for a check of the national stories we've got coming up at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News.
Lester Holt joins us live from New York with a preview. Lester, good evening.
Hey, Kim and Devin, good evening. Coming up, our NBC News exclusive, Attorney General William Barr and why he thinks the FBI acted in bad faith in its investigation of the Trump campaign. Plus, the New England Patriots under fire, the team admitting it violated NFL policy.
Their success, Lester, the Patriots are not exactly strangers to controversy and now in trouble for some filming, apparently.
Yeah, the team acknowledges it broke NFL rules, filming a rival's field and sideline during a game, but they say it's not what it appears to be. We're going to have their explanation when we see it tonight.
Never is.
Just like Deflategate.
Exactly.
Not what it appears. Nothing to see here. Lester, we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Thank you. Still ahead for us, the power of knowing something's not right. Hear from a man who says he was feeling just fine, but then his watch told him he needed to go to the hospital. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Kim, we've got snow showers that are fading, but the cold air is not. Find out how low we plunge tonight and wait till you see the wind chills for tomorrow morning. Next.
All right, Ben, also a suspected car thief trying to elude state police. Up next, why the officers knew it was just a matter of time before they got him.